The following segment is sponsored by Daniel A. White and Associates and does not necessarily reflect the views of this station or Forever Media Incorporated. Rick Jensen on 1150 AM, 1017 FM, WDEL.
All right, Dan White's financial planner, specializing in retirement income. Hey, Dan, you like Gordon Lightfoot?
Yeah, he's okay.
I got a CD you might want to borrow. Got 3 of them. Man, that's like 70s, almost 70 songs on this thing. This is awesome. Great listeners. I think I'm going to get some advice that I could have used a month ago. For many, many people, June or July is a time when they have to renew their health insurance options with their employer. For us, it was the end of June. And maybe it's something you do throughout the year. But I have not set up a health savings account, and I'm thinking maybe it's a dopey thing not to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. People often are unaware of all the benefits you get with health savings accounts. You know, they've been around now for a while, and they work with high deductible health insurance, and they kind of have what we call triple tax benefits. Contributions, when you contribute to it, they can be deducted off your earnings. Earnings are tax deferred while they're in the HSA account. And then if the funds are used for qualified medical expenses, both your contributions and earnings are tax-free when they get distributed. So, again, you get a deduction, you get tax deferral, and they come out tax-free. But there's 5 other benefits that may surprise people. Number one, there's currently no income limits to make a health savings account contribution. And you don't, unlike an IRA, you don't even have to have earned income to contribute. So as long as you have an HSA-compatible, high-deductible health insurance, you can make an HSA contribution for the year. Nobody makes too much to contribute, and like I said, unlike the IRA, you don't even have to have earned income. The second thing is if you make a contribution, you can deduct that contribution regardless of how high your income is. So, again, unlike IRAs, if you're a member of a 401k, the deduction for an IRA may get phased down if you make too much money. But with an HSA, nobody makes too much money to take the deduction. It never phases out, never goes away, no matter how much money you make. The third thing is you can take tax-free distributions for qualified medical expenses, including those for a spouse or a dependent. And this is true even if your spouse or child is not covered under that HSA-compatible high-deductible health insurance. The HSA can benefit your family members. Number 4, you can take a tax-free distribution from an HSA to reimburse yourself for qualified medical expenses in prior years.
Oh, really?
As long as yeah, that's crazy. As long as the expenses were incurred after you established your health savings account and you have proof of those expenses. There's no requirement that the expense and the distribution take place in the same year.
Yeah, but Dan, you have to actually establish the HSA. Right, you have to do the paperwork. Yeah. Okay.
Right, but I mean, the distribution. Say you put money in now, the distribution could happen years from now.
Right. So that's a good thing because I always wonder, well, am I going to really spend the money? I don't know if I'm going to spend the money, but it makes sense. And if you got like a $3,000 deductible, then you could save yourself, if let's say you're in the, give me a 30% tax bracket just to make the math easy.
Saving yourself $1,000.
Yeah. You know? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last one is you cannot contribute to an HSA once you enroll in Medicare. But however, you can keep the existing HSA and you can still take tax-free distributions for qualified medical expenses. Many people are unaware of these rules and they mistakenly believe that the HSA cannot be kept past the time you enroll for Medicare. That's not the case. You can keep the HSA. You can continue to tap it to pay medical bills, deductibles, whatever.
Good stuff. I mean, this is the kind of thing.
These really are. They're really, really interesting accounts, and I don't think enough people take advantage of them.
Oh, I agree. And I know as a financial planner, you encompass all these kinds of things through a lot of detailed questions you do with folks.
Yep.
Good stuff. Yep. Dan White, you can call anytime you like it, 888-690-8820. 888-690-8820 is in Middletown and just over the line on 202. Hey, Sunday mornings, you host On the Money, 7 o'clock, cup of coffee, bagel, whatever. Sunday
Yep.
mornings, what's going on this Sunday morning?
Well, it's kind of interesting. I'm hearing this question a lot, and we're going to try and answer for folks this Sunday. Why is everything so expensive?
Yeah, we've talked a bit about that on the show, and I'm sure you're going to bring something extra, even more to the conversation.
Yeah, because all you hear is, my gosh, everything's going up, up, up. I mean, why is everything so expensive? So we'll talk about the root problems of that, and then perhaps things you can do with your portfolio to benefit you.
Yeah, I was asking the question of listeners, so what are you doing as a side hustle to make up for the extra cost of, I'm serious, the extra cost of everything? What are you doing for the to make extra money, you know?
Yeah, because things are getting more expensive, that's for sure. We went years without any inflation, and unfortunately, it's back.
Yeah, here you are. Dan White and Associates, 888-690-8820. Good conversation. Thanks, Dan.
Have a great day, Rick.
Okay, you too, buddy. Appreciate that.